What's up, everybody? Welcome to another episode of Beats and Bourbon, where we highlight the DJ's journey because the journey should be told. And, sip some bourbon along the way. My next guest is the legendary, the celebrity DJ, the homie, my man Tae Boogie out of Houston, bringing it to you raw. And I can't wait to hear what he has to say right here on Beats and Bourbon. Welcome to Beats and Bourbon. My name is DJ Vader, Cincinnati-based DJ who has traveled the world DJing alongside some of the greatest names in DJ and music icon history. Okay? Today, we're diving into the world of Beats and Bourbon, a fascinating new show that's all about the music, the drinks, and the stories that bring them together. Beats and Bourbon is a unique blend of music and entertainment featuring some of the most talented artists in the industry. From country to pop to rock to hip hop and everything in between, the show is all about celebrating the artists and their craft. But it's not just about the music. Beats and Bourbon also explores the world of spirits with each episode featuring a different bourbon and cocktail recipe. So, if you're a music lover or a cocktail connoisseur, the show is definitely for you. Beats and Bourbon. DJ Tae Boogie, what's up, man? How you doing, man?
Hey, what's good, big bro, man? Blessings, man. It's a good day. Can't complain.
Good. So why don't you tell the people a little bit about yourself?
Woo, that's a long story.
We got time, brother. We got time.
I would say I'm homegrown, born and raised in Cincinnati, 80s baby. Unfortunately, so no, 80s baby. Went to Woodward, performing arts, left performing arts, graduated from Cincinnati Job Corps. Went to the SNLA Art College. I went to school at Southern in Tennessee. Came back, went to Southern Ohio, graduated. Started interning with the Wiz. Well, my brother was interning. My brother was with the Wiz before, but I started interning in college in 2000, and I got hired in 2001. And I've been hooked ever since. It's like a drug. It's like rehab. They jump right back into it. So it's like, yeah.
So 2001. That means you've been with radio a long time.
Yeah, man. My first time ever touching the tables was, I think, 97 at Fun Factory. The DJ didn't show up.
Wow.
Yeah. Hey, the DJ didn't show up that night. So yeah, shout out to Scott. Yeah, even though he fired me. Shout out. Yeah. Yeah. So
okay, that's what's up. So, what made you leave Cincinnati and go to Houston to take your talents out there?
Hey, you know what? Hey, you slick, bro. I swear you slick. But I'm gonna give it to you. I was at the Wiz. What did I leave? 2008. And everybody was in place. You know, you had Big Greg, you had Skills, you had Diamond. You know, everybody was in place in the city. So it's like I always been that glue to the situation. So it's like, all right, ain't nobody moving. So only way in my mind is like only way for me to elevate was let me see if I can go outside of the market and do it.
Okay, right.
So I was like, okay, if I go somewhere else and do it, I know that I'm good. So, but don't nobody know. Give you exclusive. When I left Cincinnati, my original plan, like when I first got to Houston, I was not in radio. Took a break.
Okay.
I was working with my homie Malcolm. He used to work for Radio One, and he had transferred to Houston too. Uh, we were doing Madden tournaments with EA Sports,
Okay.
so we were on the esports side of things, and he's like, "Yo, it'd be easier if you was here, come to Houston. We doing these tournaments, ain't got to pay for all the travel and stuff." So I was like, "Cool." And in the midst of me doing all that, somebody at the station messed up, and Terry gave me the phone call. Shout out to Terry Thomas,
Shout
the
out to
lady
Terry
that gave me,
Thomas, the legend. Yeah.
yeah, and she gave me the opportunity. Like I was working at a detail shop during the day, doing like general maintenance, tent, speakers, and all that.
Mm-hmm.
And they was like, "Hey, we need your resume." Man, I stripped out of my uniform so fast, like cool, 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 cool. It was crazy, and I've been on ever since down here.
Okay.
Like most people know, it's like, "Oh, man, you just went to Houston for radio." My first probably year, almost a year and a half, I wasn't radio. I was DJing, like, and doing mix show, but I wasn't actually in radio.
Okay. So let me ask you this: like, was it easy to break into the rotation of Houston as far as DJing, or did you find it, not so hard?
I'm gonna try not to cuss. Hell no. uh, nah, because you gotta think about it.
Uh-huh.
People that don't know the Houston market, Houston got some legends.
Right.
Uh, you got DJ Michael Watts, Swisher House.
Mm-hmm.
You got DJ JQ, he's with 50. You got GT, International Island DJ. You got Walter D, Selling Soul. Like, you got Mr. Rogers. You got all these big names like Hasi, the CEO of the Go DJs. Like,
Mm-hmm.
you got all these big names. And I'm the new dude in town. Like,
Gotcha.
you got Chill Neil. Like, he was the guy in the street that broke all the artists. It's like, so what I had to do really was I had to be everywhere. I had to get in the streets. Like, I'm in the DJ booth, learning the culture. And it took me about a year
Gotcha.
before I started getting like regular gigs, because it's like Houston, it's like, oh, you nice, but if they don't know you,
Well, I mean, it's like
nah,
it's like that in Cincinnati. You know that. Like, if they don't know
yeah,
you,
yeah, if they don't know
it's
you,
gonna be
it's like
slow.
it's gonna be real slow, especially here. They're like, yeah, because they first thing they're gonna do is they're gonna pick up the phone and see if you co-sign, like if
Got you.
anybody know you, like
Got you.
yeah,
Yeah.
if you don't get that, yeah,
Yeah, you gotta get that rite of passage. Okay.
yeah.
So, do you remember your first Houston gig?
Whew, yes. It was actually I forgot the name of the club, but I was opening up for Energizer. No,
Okay.
that's my second one. So if y'all seen the meme where the DJ was kept hitting the button to talk about he don't do requests,
Yeah.
that's Energizer. So
Okay.
me and him was at the same gig. I think I opened up for him. Yeah, that was my first official uh, gig, but I think my first time DJing was at an after hour spot.
Gotcha. Gotcha.
Yeah, it was at an after hour spot, and I didn't even have Serato box. It's a little gray box that you plug into, but it wasn't Serato.
Okay.
It's yeah.
Okay. So, tell me about the name Tae Boogie. How'd you come up with that? Was that your first DJ name?
That was that was my only DJ name. So
Okay.
nah, but it's always been Tay Boogie because my government name Keontae, and they
Right.
just took Tay and Boogie because DJing, and then back in the day I used to like to fight. So
Mm-hmm.
yeah, so
I remember. Yeah.
put those two together. So but Big Red used to call me the kid
Mm-hmm.
because I was the kid to the radio station. I was the young dude,
Mm-hmm.
like the hungry dude, and I still got the belt buckle around here somewhere, man. Shout out to Big Greg. Shout out to
Yeah.
DJ
Shout out to
Skills, man.
Legend. Both of them, Skills and Greg. That was great times, man. So, tell me about your. Give me an example of one of the best gigs that you ever had, because you've done a lot of stuff. But tell me about one of your more memorable gigs. What's the greatest time you ever had DJing? How about that?
The
You remember
greatest
that?
time I ever had DJing would have to be All Star Weekend in Houston.
Mm, mm.
Yeah, that man, literally. So everybody, well, most people don't know. I used to do a lot of street team work.
Uh huh.
So that weekend, I was doing street team work for Rick Ross, and went from doing that to doing a Madden and 2K tournament at the House of Reebok. Reebok, we did an activation with them. To
Okay.
that night, to being at the NBA Players Association party and leaving there, and I had like three back-to-back gigs, like 2 hours apiece. I didn't get home till like 6 in the morning.
I
But when
bet.
I say I literally ran into everybody from like Regina King, Shaq, like everybody. It's like everybody walking around, no security, and they relax. And they'll be able to do that weekend and build some of those relationships that still stand to this day, man. I would say that's probably one of my dopest weekends. Yeah.
So that's I'm pretty sure that was amazing. What about when is the moment that you knew you made it as a DJ? Like that one moment that you just finished the gig and you was like, yeah, I belong here.
Um, can I gotta be honest.
Yeah.
Mm, I know I've made it, but I don't think I had that moment.
Okay.
I
Okay.
don't think they had a moment like I'm here. Like this is the pinnacle. Like I DJ'd in Vegas for All Star, not All Star, but Super Bowl.
Okay.
Like um I don't been on like tours on the production side, like the house DJ. You
Mm-hmm.
know, the one Don't Nobody See where
Yeah.
everybody's coming in with it. I done did like different stuff like that, but I don't think I had that moment where it's like, wow, I'm here. It's been plenty of moments like, man, hey, this is the life. This is what I want to do.
Mm-hmm.
I'm loving this, but I don't have that wow moment. No, you know what? We had our car show
Okay.
here, and I went across the stage. I wasn't even doing a set, and just to see all these people out there,
Mm-hmm.
that was a wow moment for me. But as far as like spinning and get finished with a gig, I think the closest wow moment I would say was I was doing Wildin' Out,
Nice.
and I was DJing a VIP experience
Okay.
backstage, and to see like Nick and them come out, greet the fans, whatever, and then just give me love, like, hey man, shout out to the DJ, da da da. And I was like, yo, I was just sitting backstage talking to this dude for like 30, 45 minutes.
Right.
Like, but it's like, yeah, that I would say that would be one, but I didn't really have no like wow factor yet.
Okay. Nice. So that's dope, man. You just rattled off a whole lot of fantastically dope things, right? And he's like, I
Hey,
don't know
man,
if I made it. Like,
like nah, I always been that humble dude, man. And
and that's good. That's good. But you done did some dope shit. So I mean, get your flowers, brother. Get your
hey,
flowers.
I appreciate it, man. Hey, I still got a couple left on my bucket list.
Okay.
Like, as a matter of fact, like I met DJ Kubert. He did
Nice.
uh
Yeah,
he
I
did a
met
scratch
Cuber too.
he did a scratch presentation here at Mega DJ Center.
Yeah, he's incredible, man. Little
Hey,
incredible dude, man.
hey, it's a little jealousy because you met Jesse Jeff. So like he's my other guy, and he was just here. It's
Oh
like
yeah.
yeah, he was just here. I think last weekend.
Nice.
He been here twice.
Because you got the rodeo going on, right?
Yeah. So
So
like that. I think he was at 5015. They do a lot of Legends concerts, so
Okay.
it's like legendary artists and legendary DJs.
Yeah.
And he been here a couple times, and every time he's been here, I had a gig that night, and
That's
can't miss the
funny.
money.
Yeah. I remember one time he was here in
Yeah,
Cincinnati, and I couldn't make it. And friends of mine got me a video drop from him, and he was like, shout out to you, Vader. He's like, I know you're supposed to be here, but you working, and DJ
yeah,
is work. He's like, so I'll see you next time. And then that next time ended up being the Cincinnati Music Festival, and we DJ'd together. So that was dope. Super
yeah. I
cool.
was like, man, hey, you
Yeah.
had me shedding tears over here. I was like, man, hold on, he on the stage with the Magnificent. Oh, shoot. Man,
Yeah.
yeah.
So, how has the DJ, speaking of DJs, right? Perfect
Yeah.
segue. How has the DJ game changed in your time being in it?
Ooh. I don't even want to get in trouble, dog. I don't even want to get in
Ain't no
trouble.
trouble to get into,
Uh, the legends are always going to be the legends. Like
right?
they gonna hold down the block. But some of these new ones, Lord Jesus, yeah. It's like I wish people understood the business of DJing
Mm.
before they got into DJing.
Mm.
Right. Because it's always going to be undercutting. It's like, hey, you got to brand yourself. You are a brand. You are a business. You got to learn how to do that.
Yes.
In some of these clubs that I go to, it's like cats don't even mix no more. And now it's cool. I'm not saying you got to mix, but because I know some people that DJ that are show DJs, so
Yeah.
they're not going to mix. They know they cue points. They know how to put the effects in. They know how to make it sound like a live mixtape or whatever they doing.
Okay.
You vibing to it,
Yeah.
but some of them just nah.
Just
They
everything is a slam, huh?
they button it up and they just you know and the etiquette of DJing. Like,
Okay.
hey, if you open it up for somebody, not to go hard in the paint
Yeah.
unless it's real early
Mm-hmm.
and it's an early crowd, and
Mm-hmm.
by the time the headliner get on, it's probably gonna be a whole different crowd. Then you can slide one or two of them in, but like, yeah, don't go over the top um, with the music. Like, it's a whole lot of stuff. Like, what do you? We just had this conversation. Christine, DJ PR girl, man, rest in peace.
Oh, right.
Um, it's you have to be a brand, a business as a DJ. And
Absolutely.
what do you bring to the table outside of DJing?
Absolutely.
Like, hey, or do you have endorsement deals, or you got a podcast, or you
Mm-hmm.
got this and that? Like, it's more than just being a DJ. Like, because when we was coming up, the vinyl era, the love was just to DJ,
Right.
to be with an MC, to be at a club, to do an event, like just to rock the stage. But now people are looking at DJs as a whole business, as celebrities, just like your favorite rapper.
Yep.
So it's like, yo, learn that and don't cheat yourself coming into the business.
Hmm.
So
Okay. So with that, you talk about brand and being a business. Well, I mean, some people it is just a hobby. Some people it is just something to do. Some people it's just like this is what I live off of, and I'm gonna get
yeah,
my money any means. Like I've had conversations with people, and in every city is undercutting is just a thing, man.
of
Because
course.
somebody's always going to take that dangling carrot that's right in front of you instead of waiting, and
Yeah.
getting what you deserve. I wish it was different, but it seems nowadays the undercutting is at an all-time high to where cats is out here, doing 4, 5, 6 hours for like.
Hey, for a hookah and a box of Cheerios. Hey, I understand being hungry, but come on, man. Like, you gotta have some standards. Like,
Yeah, you do. So we talked about that. Is that one of the lessons that you wish you would have learned earlier in your DJ career, or did you come in saying, "This is my brand. This is a business"?
Um, I wish I learned that earlier,
Okay. Okay.
especially because I guess I was the last of the vinyl era
Mm-hmm.
because I got a little vinyl collection, and then Serato came out.
Mm-hmm.
So and then like that whole time, that's when social media blew up.
Right.
I wish I would have caught on to the marketing aspect and the social media aspect earlier.
Okay.
Because I was
Okay.
just still, hey, I'm in the streets, I'm DJing, I'm homegrown, everybody know me. I got clubs, I'm doing events, I'm on the radio.
Right.
What more can I ask for? I wasn't thinking big enough outside of the market. So I
Okay.
wish I would have caught on to the branding aspect, the social media aspect, and I always network, so I always had a network, but
Mm-hmm.
just the marketing aspect and being outside of the market, especially with social media.
Okay. Yeah. Well, that's. I wish we all. I mean, I know that's probably one thing. I caught it on kind of early, when I thought it was going somewhere, and I was like,
Yeah,
okay, well, this is a brand, right? And let me treat it like a brand in business. Um, how do you approach getting new music, like, or finding out what's hot? Like, does the radio help, or does being out in the streets and clubs help?
radio helps for the right now hits
Okay.
because once it hits radio, it's gonna have the longevity. If it's
Right.
a certified banger,
Right.
social media, TikTok,
Gotcha.
uh, like the trends. I
Okay.
find a lot. I still check in the SoundCloud,
Mm-hmm.
uh, YouTube. I looking at different playlists,
Mm-hmm.
and then and any new DJ that's listening right now, your network.
There it
Call
is.
or talk to other DJs. Hey, what is hot in your city? Hey, who coming up? Like who you pushing? Like who you bumping? So
Look,
that way you can be ahead of the curve.
look at you over there
So
preaching. Look at you over there
hey,
preaching.
I was just saying, hey, it's like everybody used to call me like the dude in the Matrix that had all the keys, the Asian dude that had all the keys.
Yeah. Yeah.
Cause like everywhere I went, I'm trading folders with DJs. Hey man, you got this? Hey, I need Boosie Essentials, or I need such and such greatest hits, or I need this discography. All right, what you got? Like, I done traded so many folders, man. If you look at my hard drive, you're like, bruh, like, why do you even have all this stuff? But it's just networking. And
Right.
then it's like, I done had stuff like people come request, like, hey man, you got this? I be like, all right, let me see. And I'm typing it in. And you could look at your hard drive, see when it was put into your hard drive.
Right.
They thinking it's new. I'm looking at my hard drive. I'm like, man, I done had this record for 4 months, 5 months.
I mean,
But
it
it's like,
happens.
right, I had so much music. It's like, man, like people go back to the pay rate.
Mm-hmm.
People were like, oh man, y'all charge too much. Y'all don't know what we go through. The research we have to go through, the music we have to download, the way we have to pick crates in order, the equipment we have to buy.
Mm-hmm.
What we charge you is a fraction of what we invest into our
A
features.
small fraction. Yeah.
Small. And they be like, oh man, well, I got 250 for you. I was like, if my controller break right now, that 250 is just going to get my controller looked at, not fixed.
Right.
Like
Right.
it's like so really
That's
like yeah, like you're
well.
helping me, but you're not helping
Yeah. So
me.
so I'm glad you brought that up because there, besides the equipment, descriptions, and things like that,
Yeah.
some people have no clue of what DJs actually do and go through. Right. It's not, when you get hired for a gig, you know, your work starts that moment, right?
Yes.
Um, Give me some other examples of things that people don't know about when it comes to DJing. that you would like them enough.
Woo! Yeah, the 2 hours you see me on stage or the 4 hours you see me on stage, it's the end result.
Right.
Like, prime example, I got a boat ride I got to do today, right?
Okay.
The lady, I was talking to her, I DJ in her club. So today's her birthday, so she's doing a yacht
Okay.
party. So I said,
Nice.
cool. But where I DJ at is outside of the city limits of Houston.
Gotcha.
So it ain't that why bang bang. No, they got the Southern Soul, they got the line dance, they got the Zydeco. They listen to all that in the power hour, what you would call 12:30, 1 o'clock.
Uh-huh.
They want to hear that. And then it's like that last before 2 o'clock, then you can turn up a little bit. So
Gotcha.
it's just like what you do in the club is completely opposite of what I want for my party. It's just like I want the soca, I want the neo soul, I want this.
Gotcha.
But cool. I was like, all right, now you talking my language. But now I got a crate dig and pull up the old crates because I haven't used them in a while.
Right.
So it's like I gotta pick this playlist together on top of loading up equipment, make sure everything's updated, up to date, make sure you got the batteries, the microphones, the cords, the extension cables, like everything. And all you see is me walking in, talking on the mic and DJ. It's like it's a full-time job. It's a full-time job. And I want my full-time pay. So if you can't afford me, that's cool. You could go find somebody you can afford. But my price is my price. I'm sorry.
Oh, gotcha.
People like, oh man, well you think you're too good? No. It took me 20 plus years to get here. So I'm charging you for all these years.
Experience.
Yeah. It ain't easy. Like people get on YouTube and get a controller and because you know music and you just slap the stuff together and they be like, oh man, they hot. You hot to your generation. But let me pitch you in front of a mixed crowd, a mixed generation, and you're gonna sweat.
Yeah.
Guaranteed. Like, because nobody want to hear all that, all the effects. No, bro. Like, no.
So, what are your It sounds like you got a couple of irritations when it comes to DJing. Like, I'm not a sound effects person. Like, I'm just not. Like, that's just not me. And it makes my skin crawl when I hear it. Like, I mean, maybe one, but like that's just for me. What about you?
Like the effects that come out the controller, like the echo out, the break, whatever. That's cool.
Yeah, absolutely.
But if the vibe is calling for a club vibe, like a whole mood,
okay,
I don't want it to sound like a mixtape.
Gotcha.
So, prime example. Main Street. You go down there for a vibe.
Yeah.
Now, like we had Japs on Main. Have a nice day back in the day.
Right.
You went there for a certain vibe.
Right.
You got your top 40, you got your pop, you got your hip hop, all that.
Right.
Then you went up Red Road to the Ritz for another vibe.
Yeah.
Like you trapping out. And then you went to Annie's, it's like the college vibe. You went to Verticals or you went to Top Cats. Like you had to go somewhere to catch that different vibe. If every time you DJ and you bring in that mixtape vibe with all the sound effects and everything, just stay in your lane and build your crowd over there. Because everybody is trying to hear that everywhere you go. You're not showing no growth. No, what's the word? I would say you just ain't showing no growth. I can't think of the word off the top of my head. It's the bourbon.
All right. So speaking of which, like, we talking Beats and Bourbon. That's the show. But you know, I got a special request for me to try this bamboo, right?
Yeah, we cheating today.
All right, so you had a special request to try Bumbu. I've never had it, so it's Bumbu XO. Can you tell me a little bit about it? What is it?
So I had started out doing promotions for Bel Air.
Okay.
So Bel Air is the parent company, but you had Valon, uh, Bumbu, Deacon Whiskey, the Bel Air Boys, their bottles,
Yep.
and so it's like Ross Wayne, Cali, all that.
Okay.
So I actually got Bumbu is Wayne and Ross.
Okay.
So when I drank it, I was like, "Yo, this is dope." And then they came out with Valon and Deacon Whiskey and the other ones. And like, if it's brown, I'm down. If it's
If it's
white,
brown, I'm down.
yeah.
Okay.
If it's white, keep away from it. Not that way, but you know what I'm saying. Yeah.
All right. So it says that it is authentic Caribbean
Yes.
rum, finished in
Yeah.
oak sherry cask for delicious, complex depth aromas and flavors. A stunning rum with our craftsmanship at its core, perfect neat or over ice or in a favorite cocktail. So, how do you drink your Bumbu?
With either sweet and sour or a lemonade.
Sweet and sour or lemonade? All right.
Yeah.
I don't have neither of that here in
No, but
Barbados.
but you could straight like that.
Uh huh.
It's good because you really taste everything.
Okay. All right.
So,
Well, we're going to taste.
we're gonna salute.
All right.
Uh,
Salute.
yeah,
Here you go, brother. First time.
yeah, and it's good with sweet tea too.
Oh, okay. Nice. Sometimes you drink some rum, you got a little
Yeah.
bite to it. This is,
Nah,
I like it. It's not bad. Now, my body is like handcrafted to bourbon, but I could definitely, if I want to take a break,
yeah.
I
I
this definitely be the one that I would take the break with. It's nice.
hey, yeah, I can't get the bourbon I want it. So yeah, it's a Japanese bourbon
Mm.
that my homework hooked me onto, and they don't have it in stock all the time. So
Is
yeah.
it Nika? It's I think I have a Japanese bourbon around here.
It's like the cream and gold bottle.
Oh no, this one is a clear bottle. Okay, so a cream and gold bottle. I'm gonna have to look that
Yeah.
up. Okay, nice. So, is this your drink after a gig, like, or while you're gigging, or
Hey,
after you get home and relax and
no,
wind down?
yeah, this is my at home and relax
Okay,
drink. So in the club, I drink the regular bamboo.
okay,
It's the brown bottle.
okay,
And if I want to be oak for the day, old school for the day, I'm drinking Jack and Coke or Crown and Coke.
okay.
Or I, dr- I like to drink Uncle Nearest.
Yeah,
So
shout out to Uncle Nearest. That was
and
on our first episode.
yeah, it's another one that I drink, but it's from Texas. It's a Texas bourbon.
Okay,
So
okay. Yeah, y'all got some a couple of things. I think Garrison Brothers. They
yeah,
got it.
hey,
Yeah,
that go hard.
yeah. I like that. They got a honey one, man. That's is nice, really nice.
Yeah,
So, let me ask you this: if you could do a back to back with any DJ, who would it be?
a back to back with any DJ,
Yes,
excluding you.
is man. Quit. Get me out
No,
of
no,
category.
but no. I'm saying, like I've heard you spit on multiple occasions. So we're gonna take Vader out of the picture. Um, so as far as the DJ, like
Hmm.
what level?
It don't
It's
matter.
like
It's you. Whatever DJ. Who would it be that you would want to do a back to back with? Like your
uh
bucket list or whatever.
okay, my bucket list. All right, somebody I haven't done a back to back with. Scratch Master and
Mm.
Jazzy Jeff, of
Hmm.
course. DJ Scratch, New York.
Nice. Hmm.
Uh, I always wanted to do a back to back with Biz Marquee, man. Rest in peace.
Oh man,
Because
he is fun to DJ with.
hey, I would see him break some samples down, and like you didn't know where it was going. Then when he dropped the next song, it was like, wow. Let's see. Back to backs with I did do a back to back with Grandmaster Flash, so that was
Oh
one of
man, that's fantastic.
that was one of my moments. It wasn't a wow. It was a wow moment, but it wasn't a wow moment because I felt like, yo, I just went on before Grandmaster Flash,
Mm-hmm.
but
I mean,
I
that's
didn't know. See, they didn't tell me he was going on right after me until the middle of my set. So
Wait,
my
so
my
how did that change? Did you I know you didn't freeze up, but did it make you
no,
feel like
I didn't freeze up. I was like, man, if you would have told me that before I started, my set would have been like I would
got
have
you?
did it like
Right,
so.
got you.
I just felt my set was so. I was like,
I doubt it,
yeah,
man. I doubt it.
but when he
Hmm.
got on, it's like it was kind of like an alley oop. He just took it and like ran with it. So
Yeah.
let's see. Somebody I want to do a back to back with. Uh, wow. Um. Oh, DJ Jelly,
Okay. Okay.
Atlanta.
Uh huh.
Uh, especially and what's the T Pain's DJ? Monte.
Okay. All
Yeah,
right. All right. Cool. Well, you got to
yeah.
make
Cause
that happen.
I like the way Monte and Jelly spin. Like
Mm-hmm.
they they spin like the DJs, but they also producers. So it's like, yeah, maybe, yeah, it's a whole
Mm-hmm.
other thing. Yeah,
So, where do you see the artist DJing in 5 years?
AI. So no, joking.
No,
Um,
no, you're serious. Because I've asked every DJ
yeah,
on Beats and Bourbon that's been here, and they said the same thing. So, give me your take on it.
it's a gift and a curse. It's a gift if you're a business owner because it saves you money,
Right.
right? Because you could trade it to know your style of music and your playlist, right?
Mm-hmm.
But I don't think in 5 years they're gonna have an AI that can read the crowd. Because
No.
of course you can hook AI up to cameras or whatever. They can watch the moods and whatever they want to do, but there's no real feeling that I have for somebody read the crowd, control the crowd, hype the crowd, move the crowd. So it's a gift and a curse. Because like if you can't afford to have three DJs in one night, on a busy night, you could just have your headliner, and AI could, do what it do. But on the business aspect, it's a gift. On the DJ aspect, it's a curse.
Yeah. So, wouldn't that kind of be like, have you seen, the DJ exposure videos where they're like, you got the person in front of the turntables, they jumping up and down, they
Yeah,
twisting knobs, and they slowly pan down to the back of the
ain't nothing
turntables.
there.
Of course, ain't no chords connected at all, right? So, I would think that, when you go to your bars or your restaurants or whatever,
Yeah.
music's playing in the background, or even a grocery store,
Mm-hmm.
you're like, man, they jamming, right? So playlists, I always say, is a form of AI because if you look on any of your major, Spotify's titles,
Yeah.
Apple Music, well, we made this playlist for you based off of what you listen to, right? But
Yeah.
if you
So
got,
yeah,
yeah, so if you
yeah.
got a whole crowd of people, other than playing whatever hits that's on the billboard or whatever,
Mm-hmm.
um, you would almost have to put a fake person up there just to act like they DJing because other than that, it's just background music. Like I
Yeah.
don't know, interesting.
It's but on the flip side of that,
Uh huh.
the DJs have to take back the culture because the
I agree with that.
DJ was the cornerstone of music.
Mm-hmm.
We
Mm-hmm.
brought the records. We told you what's hot. we set the trends.
Right.
Now you got social media with the playlists and all this. We have to really take back the culture. The bottle girls don't know. They're not DJs. The promoters are not DJs. The club owners are not DJs. Like, no, y'all don't pick no. If you want to listen to your playlist, go sit in your car.
Oh man, you better
Put your earbuds in. Like, oh, we bringing a bottle out. Play this song, man. That's not gonna fit with what I'm playing right now. But I got a song that will fit for you to bring the bottle out to. Like, yeah, you're like, you don't pay me what a club owner said. Well, hey, I take that charge. If you gonna deduct my pay, cool. Well, I'm not switching. Yeah, because you seeing what's in front of you. You're controlling the room.
Right.
So it's like, and then it's like, I know all DJs ain't MCs. So if you got a great MC that's working with you, you could switch it, cool. But if, and at the time, because this person he bought 6 bottles, he want to hear this. Okay, well, how about you wait me 2 more songs, then they got you. Like, everybody think they DJ to control the culture. Yeah, because he bought 6 bottles. Because you want to spend 3 times over market value for a bottle in the club, that's on you. Like, I'm sorry.
Here's my theory on promoters and DJs, right? So, at the end of the night, right, when people going home, they feeling great, man, they had a good time, they sweated out because they've been dancing. Do they owe that to the DJ or the promoter? I think they owe that to the DJ.
They owe that to the
Yeah, and so it's the DJ that's going to make or break your night. If you wake up that next day and be like, I had a horrible night, you're going to blame the DJ. If you had a fantastic night and you wake up that next morning like, man, that was dope, you thank the DJ, right?
Yeah.
The promoter's setting it up or whatever, but the DJ is the one that keeps them there.
Yeah.
The promoter brings them in, the DJ keeps them there.
Yeah, the promoter sets the play and the DJ executes it.
Right.
So they create their environment, but we set the mood. Like, we take you from Key Sweat to Sexy Red and back.
Right.
Effort with no effort at all.
Effort.
Like, and he be like, man, I couldn't believe he did that or she did that. And I ain't never heard nobody do that before. Right. And it's like, now all these clubs are sections and ain't no dance floors.
So we got speaking of that, I heard on another interview show, podcast, where they said that, sections and table service
killed the nightlife.
Okay.
Yeah, because it's like everybody can't afford tables and sections.
Right.
I just wanted to come to the club, have me 3-4 drinks, give me 1 or 2 phone numbers, and get my dance home.
Yeah.
And go to the next spot. I can't even do that. I got to stand in line for an hour because you letting all the VIP and the section people in. I done paid $40 for parking. By the time I get in, I'm $60 in the hole. And I ain't even hit the bar yet. I ain't even hit the bar. And then you want to charge $50-$60 for hookah, $35-$40 for a refill. Like, bro, like, yo.
So do you see every that a lot in Houston? Or is there some spots that don't have like sections? I mean, Houston's pretty big. So
no, most of the smaller clubs don't do sections.
Okay.
Like they might have 3 or 4, but most of it's like chill. Like the bigger clubs, yeah. But Houston different. Houston different. Okay. If you coming outside to play, you coming outside to play.
Gotcha.
You really ain't tripping. Oh, but it be some weekends where you got a lot of out of towners in town, and these promoters in these clubs want to add new.
Oh, okay.
And up their price, and I'm like, bro, I'll holler at you next weekend. I ain't know, hey, I got my bottle at the house and cool. Like, yeah, so
Gotcha. It's the money grab, man. I understand. So, um, at this point, we get ready to go into this or that. So, this or that is a fast acting, fast answering thing. I'm gonna throw you two things, and you got to pick one. So, all right. So, you
Okay.
ready for this or that?
Yes, sir.
Okay. All right. Here we go. Turntables or CDJs?
Turntables.
Live mixing or pre-planned sets?
Live mixing.
Hip hop or R&B?
I would say hip hop.
Okay. Uh, trap or boom bap?
Boom bap.
Okay. Uh, sipping your boombo bumbu slow or taking shots?
Now I'm done older. I like slow.
Okay.
I'm cool. Yeah.
All right. Live scratching or seamless blending?
Blending.
Beat juggling or wordplay transitions?
Uh, I would say beat juggle.
Okay. Crowd requests. Take them or ignore them?
I'll take them. So with that, yeah, that's a whole nother story. But I have a process with that.
Okay. Well,
So yeah,
we'll
we get to
tag
that.
that.
Yeah.
All right. A surprise drop or smooth transition?
uh, it depends, but I would go with smooth transition.
Okay. Outcast or Tribe Called Quest?
Ooh, I do not like you right now. Ooh, that's a hard one. Shout out to the Dragon, but I'm gonna have to go with Outcast.
Okay. All right. Travel for gigs or stay local?
Travel always.
Breaking new artists or sticking to well-known hits?
Breaking dope artists.
Nice. Nice. Okay. So you survived this or that, man. You was answering them like a pro until you got caught up on the
Yeah,
request
hey,
thing.
yeah. You can't do that, bro. You can't be throwing curveballs like that.
Well, you got to throw curveballs. You're a DJ.
Yeah,
You
but
handle curveballs. So you said something about the request. So tell me your theory about requests.
um, I've never because no request is a dumb request. Everybody
True.
has a vibe they want to be in, or have a favorite song, or they
Mm-hmm.
might be in a moment in life where they want to hear something that take the experience to another level.
Yeah.
So when people come up, you know, in Serato, you got to prepare.
Yeah.
So they request a song. I just toss in the prepare folder.
Yeah.
So if I'm in the middle of a set and say I'm at 85 BPM
Mm-hmm.
and I see 2 or 3 songs that's in the prepare folder at 85, but
Mm-hmm.
like, oh shoot, I can toss these in. Just like a little quick mix, boom, boom, boom,
Right.
make you happy. That was the greatest DJ in the world.
Yeah.
Instead of get out my face to, I ain't taking no requests. That's
And
dumb as hell.
yeah, I know a lot of people that do that. I'll listen to what you have to say, but sometimes it's your approach. Like if you
Yeah,
running up
true.
with entitlement and like demanding, I'm just not gonna play it on GP because I'm an Aries and I'm sometimes an asshole. So, but I'll listen to what you have to say, and then sometimes it's great because they may take you in another trajectory that you wasn't even thinking about. Like, oh, you know what? Yeah, I can work that in, right? But some of them
Yeah,
just be so left, go like just going all the way left. Like you
yeah.
got people dancing, twerking, sweating, and then you come up and you want to hear "Dance with My Father" by Luther, and it's like, nah, that's not gonna work. Like, and let me tell you why. Like, if that really happened. So I brought the young lady up, and she, I said, look and see what we see. I said, this is the fishbowl. We see everything, right? The
Right.
things you're not even supposed to see, we see it, right? So don't you out there when you're dancing and you ain't doing stuff that you're supposed to be doing. Just know
Right.
the DJ sees it, right? So I showed her. I said, look at what I'm looking at. I got to keep this energy up. I got to make sure that those people at the bar, when we switch songs, we bring them out here so they can dance, so that the people that's sweating right now can take a break and get another drink, right? There's
Right.
a science to it. I said, now, if I just stop everything and play Dance with My Father, what do you think is going to happen? She said, I don't care. And I was like, okay, well, it's not really no negotiating with you. I'll see what I can do. And never ended up playing it or something. I felt bad because she had said her father passed, and I was like, and I think I may have played at the end of the night. I don't know, but
Hey, so another thing I've done.
Okay.
And because I'm always a people person,
Right.
but I'm a Leo. So if you come at me reckless, you know, it might not end well.
Right.
But
Right.
if somebody requests something that doesn't fit to what I'm doing, like it might be melodic. I'm playing trap, right?
Mm-hmm.
Thank God for stems.
Right.
I took the acapella and put it over a trap beat.
Right.
Just so you say you heard your song, now go sit your ass down.
There you have it. There you have it.
Hey,
you heard your song and go sit your ass down.
Sit your ass down. You get a verse in the hook. You get a verse in the hook over a trap beat, and half of the time the MC is talking over the verse in the hook. Hey, bro, drink specials. Yeah.
Got you.
Kitchen open. Yeah.
You hear that up and coming DJs? That's one thing that you can do.
I thought I don't mean to cut you off. I thought
Nah,
she was going to dig deep. I was like, oh, I got a couple of exclusives for him. Like, yeah, but you know.
Well, I mean, we can edit this. All right, talk to me. What we got?
So, because I was working on a documentary, but I decided not to put it out yet. I think it's a little bit too early. So, E.T. the Hip Hop Preacher.
Okay.
So he was talking about this thing about excuses.
Okay.
And we was here in Houston. Terry is the one that hired me in. Her and Hurricane Dave.
Mm-hmm.
So we were talking to a group of teens that toured the radio station or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
And it's like, what goals do you want to accomplish? Like, what is your dream? And everybody said the dream, but it was a lot of if, ands, buts, and why they couldn't behind it.
Okay.
So Terry called me in the room because it ain't too many people that know this. Terry called me in the room. She's like, hey, I want y'all to look at him. She's like, this man knows how to do everything in this radio station with his eyes closed. She's like, do you think he has excuses? That was like, nah, It's just like, he has a bigger disadvantage than anybody in this room. And they looking like, oh, he looks normal. I put my head down. I was like, damn it. TT, damn it. So, like, nobody know I was born half deaf. So it's like, me DJing and being in radio, I had to work 10 times harder than your average person. So it's like, it was hard for me to take excuses. So it's like, Big Red, Skills, Terry, Hurricane, like Chris Coleman, Perry, like they stayed on top of me because it was like, hey, if this dude could do it, I don't want to hear excuses for nobody.
That part.
And like that was really part of my journey. Like, man, don't let nothing that happens in your life or something that stepped up against you affect you from achieving your dream or your goal.
Because like, man, you better preach.
Because you got to manifest it. You got to see it, and once you see it, you got to live it. So it's like I wouldn't let nobody stop me from being no DJ. Like, my first pair of turntables was belt driven with a rubber band, plastic Newmarks. Like, it's like, yeah. You can eat scratch. You had to blend on those joints. So it's like, yeah, man, and just to watch everybody coming up and learning from, everybody. Like, cause we came up with me, not for show, Slim, Nightmare, like that whole era, the golden era of Cincinnati, period. Like, from the rap side to whatever. Like, and to never have an excuse, because like we moved as a unit, as a city. We moved together, like we helped each other out. But to do that and nobody noticed, I was like, yeah. I would say that would be my wild moment. I made it this far. Yeah, that's one of my wild moments. Like, if people only knew, like,
Yeah,
hey, that's why my price is my price.
there it is. Because you earned that. You
Yeah.
earned that. Um, Speaking of which, I know you've been involved with some great community service things.
Mhm.
What other advice did you give the kids, or have you on your journey?
Cause I teach,
Yeah.
so the advice that I give the kids, man, and this was always kind of deep to me.
Uh huh.
Like, the world is not going to hand you anything,
Mm.
so you have to develop and learn how to maneuver. It don't matter who the president, it don't matter who your teacher, who your boss, who your principal. You have to learn it and develop your life to maneuver to anything that comes your way.
Mm. Okay.
Because either it's Trump or Obama or whoever's in office, the laws are going to get passed. They're going to do whatever they're going to do. How's it going to affect you is how you respond to it.
True.
And that's the same thing with anything in life. How do you respond to things that are thrown your way? And you have to build that, and it's not going to be handed to you. Like, this is the instant gratification generation. So,
Oh.
so it's like, yeah, they I love them to death because they're very smart, but they're
Mm-hmm.
built different.
Mm-hmm.
They're built different, very emotional. But they have to understand, like, this world don't give a damn about your emotions or what you're used to. Only thing it's worried about is how do you respond to what's being thrown at you. So, yeah, be
So,
prepared.
okay. So, speaking of responding,
Yeah.
like, tell me about your worst gig. And how did you respond to it?
Woo! Oh my god. Oh, damn. All right. So, we're gonna change the names to protect the innocent.
Okay.
um, it was All Star Weekend.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, I was the middle DJ. I wasn't the opener. I was the middle DJ.
Okay.
The opener played every hit in the book.
Oh. Okay.
So, the dude after me, I kind of knew his set,
Okay.
so he does a lot of recurrence mixed with new. So it was like I was kind of stuck. So it's like I really couldn't play the recurrence like I want to because they would have ran to his set.
Mm-hmm.
And then, man, when I say I sounded so really radio friendly during that set, oh
Okay.
my God. Like, I as a DJ felt that it sucked, but the crowd was like, oh man, that was dope. Like, you took me back to high school, but it's always about the people's experience.
Yeah, absolutely.
But me personally, as a DJ, that was my worst. That was my worst. It was, yeah. I was just like, why am I even playing this? But
I'm
it,
sure
it,
it was not as bad as you think. Like,
it,
we are our own worst critics, man. Our own worst critics. Like, sometimes
hold up, hold up.
that ride home be silent, man. Like,
No, I'm gonna tell you how bad it was. And no shot to Jibs, no shot
okay.
to Jibs.
Okay.
I was playing Chain Hang Low in the club.
Oh. Well, I mean, look, you were adapting instead of coming back and playing the same thing that the DJ before you played,
Yeah,
which, sometimes the opening DJ, when they play, depending on what time it is, they're not going to remember what that person played. Like, but I get it.
nah.
I get
Yeah,
it.
he was going hit for hit, 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 hit. I was like, and I looked at the crowd. I was like, All right, they're late 20s to early 40s.
Okay.
I could take them on a journey through middle school, high school, boom, college,
And that's
without
what great
touching
DJs do, man.
hold up, without touching his set. So
That's what great DJs
I'm
do.
playing Chain Hang Low, So Icy. Yeah, like I'm going through it, like
And I'm sure that
da-da-da-da.
they was going with it.
Yeah, but I was like, man, this time like I'm doing a radio mix. Like I
And
was
it
like, I'm
worked.
supposed to be, yeah. I was like, but I'm supposed to be in club mode right now. And then this dude get up behind me, and it's like the clouds parted, and he was just standing there with two records in his hand, like I'm here. I was like, oh, really? Like, okay, yeah,
Okay.
yeah,
All right.
yeah,
I I can see that. I can see that. But don't be too
yeah,
hard on yourself.
yeah,
Like
yeah, yeah.
is so that's your worst gig. What about one of your wildest gigs?
Mm.
If you're allowed to speak on it. I don't know.
Nah, one of the wildest.
Yeah.
Oh, let's see. So many. So many. So many. So many. Like celebrity wise, or like wow, as far as something happened.
Just wild as far as something happened.
Oh, whoo.
We need to take a commercial break.
Hey, no, ain't need no commercial break. Um, I was DJing in Vegas. I was
Okay.
DJing in Vegas, and regular crowd,
Okay.
you know, a divorce party came in.
No.
It's about 30, 40 ladies.
Mm-hmm.
Divorce party. They celebrating. They two homegirls. They just got divorces, whatever.
Mm-hmm.
Just say by the end of the night, I thought I was in the Playboy Mansion. I was like, I said maybe that's the reason y'all got a divorce, because it was too much being shown. It was too much being done on the dance floor.
Uh-huh.
It was
It was it
like
was it was wild, huh?
I'm looking at security and the cops like, y'all not gonna stop this? Hey, I guess they was enjoying the view because I was like, this is beyond indecent exposure. So, yeah, but they tip great. So,
Okay, well,
great.
hey,
Yeah,
look, you got
yeah.
paid and you got memories from it, so.
But yeah, my eyes burn.
Understood.
Oh, man,
Understood. You shared some of your worst gigs, or your worst gig. At least you say your worst gig, which wasn't that bad because you still came out on top as a DJ. And then you talked about your wild gig. That's
yeah,
cool. And we talked about your most memorable gig. So, again, brother Tae Boogie, my dude, Cincinnati bred, but
yes, sir.
Houston legend, and I appreciate you being here, man. Thanks for coming to Beats and Bourbon. Thanks for the bamboo, right?
Hey,
So,
yeah, hey, hold on. We're gonna toast the bottle. Salute.
okay, all right, salute.
Hey, but before we leave, bro,
Uh
hey, I want to give you your flowers.
huh.
Hey, oh no, see, hey, I can do this. I can do this. Cause being out of the city, like it's kind of like I missed the whole era because I left in '08.
Mm-hmm.
So like I missed the whole era of Cincinnati.
Yeah.
And to see what you've done from the cool kids, the t-shirt parties, to being at was it Rhinos? What they call it? The watershed?
Yeah. Back then it was rhinos. Then it
Yeah.
changed names a few times.
Yeah. So like
Mm-hmm.
to being down at the Icon Center, being
Mm-hmm.
down the banks and the riverfront.
Mm-hmm.
But you've taken the ideas and created a lane for, I wouldn't just say DJs for brothers that look like us.
I appreciate that, man.
In a section where it's not many of us. It's like, and that's all. Like we was talking about earlier, the whole branding and the building and the marketing and the networking. You took that to a whole nother level. I wouldn't say with ease because I don't know the backstory. Right, but I'm pretty sure it wasn't easy. But and you did it with grace, bro. And it's like now anybody that comes on after, it's you to thank. So it's like
I appreciate that, man.
I come from an era where it was, 2 for 5, Big Grand Skills, Biz Esquire, Diamond and Kilo. It's like they tore the club era up. I came behind that. It's like, all right, shoot, what can we add to the club era? Dude, you got all the promotional marketing, street teams doing activation events. Boom. That was my lane. Then it's like, now, how do you take that and elevate it? And, bro, you did that. So,
I appreciate
flowers,
that,
brother.
man. Thank you, man.
Yeah.
When it's all said and done, I just wanted to create a lane for the DJs. Like, I'm big on paying yourself. Take a gamble, take a risk, right? And if anything, is showing people that you can pay yourself. The events, the stereo, the highlight, the DJs, because we get it. Like in small markets or medium markets, you may not get the exposure that the more popular DJs get, but the city is full of talent, so why not showcase it? With everything that's going on in the world, music is a healer, man, and I just want to make sure that people, get a chance.
Yeah.
Get a chance, and it's not to corner or monopolize anything. Like, I just want the cats I want the legacy of DJing to move forward, right, and be good and be in good hands. So that's it, man.
But it's like, I love Cincinnati, Jeff. I will forever be, for, like you say, the tiny island of
tiny
Cincinnati.
island. Yes, sir. Absolutely.
Like, people call me the dude from the Natty to this day down here.
Dope.
But with Cincinnati, I'm not gonna say Cincinnati's curse. I'm not gonna say that. But when we see the bigger picture, and actually come back together again, Cincinnati will be unstoppable.
Yeah.
For the simple fact, you got to think, back in the day, all these record labels used to bring their artists through Cincinnati. It's like, hey, if you can rock Cincinnati, we know we got a star on our hands, because Cincinnati is a hard market to break.
It is a hard.
Bro,
I tell people that all the time.
Hey, bro,
bro.
Like, you can ask any of your record reps. We would throw drinks at you, all type of stuff.
Yep.
We would walk out on you.
Yep.
Like, so if you made it through Cincinnati, like, you had something.
Yeah.
So it's
Absolutely.
like, and during that era, it's like everybody was on the same page. We had a movement. You talk about from Raleigh and Moultrie and all them, BT, like, yo, Cincinnati was on the map. Like, you couldn't speak music and not speak Cincinnati. Even Snoop, when he talked about the West Coast sound, he was like, man, shoot, that's funk, that's Ohio, that's Cincinnati. Like, we got so much history and so much richness in the city. We just got to get back to the same page and move as a unit. I think once we do that, bro, it's a wrap.
Yeah.
I
think it's it's on its way, right? It's just, of course, you got different generations of eras now, right?
I'm gonna sip to that one.
So I think it's gonna come along. Like, I've seen some of the younger DJs that's here that they're doing great things, and I think that they'll be in good hands.
Speaking of that, before you move forward, I gotta give people their flowers.
Okay.
And I've been out of the city. Like, I didn't know Fresh because I had left before Fresh really took off in Cincinnati. But I've seen Fresh on the road. Yeah, and he's always representing the city. Yeah, shout out to DJ Fresh.
Shout out to Fresh.
Shout out to Bandcamp.
Yep.
Like, and then that's why I had to give you your flyers because, like, when people say in the industry say anything about Cincinnati now, y'all three names come up.
Nice.
And also, shout out to Mighty Joe too. Mighty Joe Young.
Shout out to Mighty Joe.
Hey, that's my brother. Like,
yeah, man. He is
that was my back-to-back duo when we was at Motions. Yeah. So like those are the names that come up because like you're always active, you're always moving, and then it's like no matter what you do as far as the brand, you represent, you put Cincinnati on your back, and that's outside of the market. Yeah. People are like, oh man, you just gonna say no because it ain't just about what you're doing in the city. Shout out Melody. She's another name that always comes up. Hey, that's a little sis.
But you know, the funny, she is almost taking the same trajectory as you. Because when she started out, she was like street team. Then she moved to programming, and now she got like the #1 freaking show, like DJing and hosting. Like, so
hey, I got a funny story with her too.
Okay, all right.
So, because I left in 2008.
Yeah.
So when I came back, like I was going around Mighty Joe, Slick Rick, and all them. I didn't know who Nelly D was. Even though I worked at OMS for a while, like I didn't know who she was. And when I put 2 and 2 together, I was like, oh, that's the 411. And I walked up to her one day. I was like, yo, you need to have me on your show. And she was like, how you on the show for what? I was like, oh, because it's kind of like I didn't know you, you ain't know me, but it's like now that's my sister. Like we tight. But it's like I've been going. It hit me like I've been going that long. So it's like, damn, it's a whole new generation. Like that they didn't know who Boogie was. So it's like, but now that's my dog. Like, man, hands down, that's my dog.
Okay. Yeah, Nell is. She is magnificent. As a matter of fact, I think she is going to be on our next episode of Beats Bourbon. But again, brother, thank you for coming through, man. I appreciate you more than you know. You know, keep tearing it up down there, and you know you always can come home. We got a spot for you. So,
hey,
again, yeah.
I need to come home and spend.
Oh, come on.
I haven't done that, and the last time I spent when I was at home. 2017.
Oh man, that's far too long. So we gotta set something up. So I'm good with that. Just hit me in advance when you come in, and we'll set something up.
Yeah, I got to do an H-Town set in the city.
Okay. We know we in the Midwest, man. Cincinnati is like the southernmost Midwest city, so we align ourselves more with the South than anything. So
I'm not playing the boot song. I'm not playing. Hey, thank you. We ain't gonna get on the Southern Soul stuff like, and people just now catching on to it. I was like, bro, the stuff y'all think hot now. I was like, man, that's like a year old here.
Yeah, but you know how it is here. You know, with the whole Southern. So here's one thing. So I was on this concert tour with my man Lando. We was on this R&B experience concert tour. And speaking of Fresh and Bandcamp, like we in a whole nother city doing this concert tour. And Bandcamp's on stage. I'm on stage. Like Fresh is there. Like, and it's cool to see the Cincinnati connection in a whole nother city, DJing a whole concert, right?
Yeah.
So, a DJ, I will protect the names. It was at a point where it was going back and forth. Right?
We're gonna sip that.
Oh yeah, sip to that. But it's not bad. It's just it's Cincinnati. So the concert tour was here, and we're going back and forth, and we was going, you know, song for song, old school, song for song, blah blah blah. And so he was like, "I got something old for you." Then he played like some Southern soul, and the crowd was like crickets, because here at that time. They wasn't messing with it. Right. And what they ain't know nothing about it. So he got no response. Where if we were, further down south, they probably would have went crazy, right?
Yeah.
But that's just to show how sometimes different Cincinnati is. So when cats come here, and if you're listening, if you're watching, if you had planned on coming here to DJ, get with somebody from Cincinnati, especially a DJ, to find out, right? I know some DJs when they come here, they do reach out, like, hey man, I'm coming. What's the vibe? What do they do? Blah blah blah. And like you said earlier, like they will boo you, right?
So if you ever come to Texas, if you got my number, you got my number. If you got my social media, you got my social media. Reach out. If I don't answer the phone, I will get back to you. If I don't answer the DM, just shoot me a message so where I can see it. Because I don't be on social media like that, but I got you.
Okay.
Yeah.
Speaking of which, how can they contact you? Give us all your social media handles.
My social media handle straight across the board at DJ Tae Boogie on Twitch, X, Instagram, Kick, Caffeine, any social media that you on, I'm on, and it's DJ Tae Boogie.
Okay, that's dope. Again, man, thank you for coming through. All right,
appreciate it, brother. Appreciate it.
Can't wait till the next time, man, and have a ball on that yacht ride that you got going on.
Man, it's about 80 now, but it's gonna get like 40 tonight. So
okay,
yeah.
All right. Well, you gonna keep it regardless.
Yeah, appreciate you, brother.
All right, man. Well, until then, thank you for tuning in for another episode of Beats Bourbon. My name is DJ Vader. You just heard the awesome, the legendary Tae Boogie. You know how to get in touch with him, and we will see you on the next episode of Beats Bourbon.